Peace, peace, peace. Shout out to everybody, man. Let a few people get in the spot. Oh, shit. Let a few people get up in here, man. What's going on? Shout out to everybody, man. Man, y'all see the title, man. They trying to play me. They trying to play me. You know, I've been doing this Stretch City thing, man, and overall, man, I'm pretty satisfied with how things been going. In anything in life, man, you get out what you put in, right? But let me tell you something, man. Any business you get into, right? Any business you get into, no matter what it is, once you start doing commerce, there's always going to be people that try to take advantage of the situation. Now, when I first started out, in this thing, sometimes, man, you got to just pay your dues, man. You know what I mean? Did a lot of free work, gave away a lot of things, a lot of discounts. That's just marketing, dog. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody really tripping on that. But now I'm to a point where I'm kind of past that marketing phase where I'm just giving things out or whatever. I pick and choose how I move. But at the end of the day, Jones, you always got people that's going to try you, man. And I think, I talk about etiquette a lot, business etiquette, knowing what you're doing. There's always going to be opportunists, man. And that's one thing you got to look out for, whether you working a job, hustling, running a business, whatever you're doing to pay your bills, man. There's always going to be opportunists out here, man. And you really got to look out for that shit. And when I first started coming into these kind of, situations or whatever, I was a little aggy, man. I was a little irritated about things. But now, you got to think with your mind. You know what I mean? So now I know how to look at things. I know how to operate. I know how to handle my business, man. You really got to think on some real diplomatic shit, man. You got to be thinking long term. You can't be out here setting fires with people or other businesses, etc. If you plan on being around for a long time. You dig? And that's one thing you got to really be cognizant of when you moving, man, because they already really don't want to see you win. A lot of people just got a lot of hate tucked in their heart. You know what I mean? A lot of jealousy and envy and all that type of shit. And you start to see it, man. So, and what I did, man, I came through like I always do. I did nothing but show love. That's all I ever did was show love, man. Never really expected it back, man. That's just my etiquette. That's just how I do. If I invite you into my house, man, I'm gonna take care of you. You ain't gonna want for nothing. That's just my motto and shit. But yeah, man. A lot of people try to play you, man. Let me give you an example of trying to play you. So I did this marketing event at a gym, right? Was over at this gym maybe a couple months ago or whatever. Did my thing. You know what I'm saying? The lady invited me. And I ain't really like the lady in the first place, man. A little Asian lady or whatever. She owned one of these little gyms. They do like HIIT exercises. And I don't really jive with her energy, so to speak. But, it was an opportunity to market and showcase what I do. So I did it anyway. Did my thing. So that was that. You know what I mean? I thanked her for inviting me and I kept it moving. What up, Preezy? Why this lady gonna hit me up at the beginning of the week like, hey, Rashard, I'm having a giveaway at my gym and I wanted to see if you can donate 2 free stretches to the winners. I'm like, huh? Ew, what, bitch? Donate 2 free stretches? See, it's shit like that. You know what I mean? Don't even have the etiquette to come over and talk to me face to face. You gonna text that shit to my phone. You know what I mean? And you start to think like, yo, this bitch really trying to play me. You dig? So it be stuff like that, and you just look at the phone like the nerve of this bitch. You know what I mean? Donate. The fuck? I mean, what's in that shit for me? You know what I mean? It be little shit like that, man. And this type of shit be happening like five, 6 times a week, man. Where you run across these opportunists out here. And the thing about business, you always got to be open for business, but you got to make sure certain people align with your values, man. You know what I'm saying? And everybody not gonna align with your values either. So, you got to make sure you in a position where you want to sleep good at night because you don't want to climb into bed with anybody. I dodged a few bullets out here, but nah, shit be real, man. But you got to stay positive and think long term. Let me give y'all a situation about long term. I'm gonna give y'all an example. A more long term strategy you got to have. So the same gym that I'm a member of, 24 Hour Fitness, I'm a member of, pay my monthly membership, never was late. So I went to the manager and asked her, like, hey, do you mind if I come over here and set up like a demonstration, give people free stretches, let them know what we do, let them see what we do. And this bitch wasn't feeling me at all. The moment I walked into her office, she just had this look on her face like, what do you do? You know what I mean? She ain't give me no traction. And basically just told me no. And in business, you're going to hear no a million times. I wasn't tripping. I'm like, all right. And this is when I first opened up. I'm like, bet. And that really lit a fire under me. That was the best thing this woman can do. And it wasn't her saying no. It was her disposition and her fucking attitude that really blew me. Pause. So I'm like, bet. So anyway, I get a phone call yesterday from this guy, the same 24-hour fitness. I guess he's the marketing guy or whatever. And he putting these TVs up in the gym. And they going to have advertisers on a TV. And he picked my company to be on the advertising. So for 2 minutes every hour, for 24 hours, you're going to see a picture of me and the logo of Stretch City coming across the screen so everybody in the gym can see it. Now, that was better than I expected, but I had to wait on that. You know what I'm saying? And that's long-term thinking. You know what I'm saying? I could have went off on the girl. I could have spazzed on the manager. And every time the manager see me now, she just got this look on her face, a real masculine Mexican bitch. But it was all good. I had to wait my turn. So now, I got to spend a little bread, but get that marketing. So every time they got the TVs on in the gym, they're going to see my face in Stretch City and see the logo and all that shit. So you got to think long term in business if you plan on being around. You can't go off on nobody. You can't spit in nobody's face, even though you may want to. There's a couple people I really wanted to spit in their face. But I'm talking about ultimate disrespect because they disrespected me. But again, you gotta have a strategy moving out here, man. You gotta walk light. You know what I'm saying? You gotta walk light out here, Jones. So, look, you gotta think clear. You know what I mean? You gotta think clear. Business ain't never easy. It go up and down. Thing about it is you gotta stay positive, man. And that go for anything in life, man. You gotta really visualize how you want your life and how you want your business and how you want your setup to be. You know what I'm saying? You should be going to sleep at night thinking about that shit. And that way you can set your azimuth and start walking in the right direction. You can't just be out here with no plan and no strategy. That's really a lost person. You just pretty much waking up every day figuring out how I'm going to get it without actually having a direction. That way you know exactly where to put your energy at. You know what I mean? You got to visualize what you want. You got to dream it. And then you got to act like you already in it. You want to be a businessman, you got to start acting like it today. You ain't even got to have a business, nigga. Just start acting like a businessman. You got to attract that type of shit too. You know? Real talk. Real shit, man. So, yeah, man. It's all good, man. I've learned more in the last 90 days than I've learned in 10 years, man. Real talk. I've learned a lot, and I'm still learning every day, man. So, every time somebody tell me no, every time somebody disrespect me, what up, Duali? Every time somebody play me, it just light a bigger fire up under my ass. Trying to tell you, man. It really do. It light a bigger fire up under me, man. So I be like, kind of like low key thanking those people. Cause sometimes I get complacent. I'm gonna be honest, man. And when people tell you no, that's the type of shit that keep you on your toes, you dig? Or when people try to play you or take advantage of the situation or take advantage of your kindness and all that good stuff, it just light a fire up under your ass, man. I know that's what it does. That's what it does for me. A lot of fire up under me, man. Real shit. And it just make me grind harder. Real talk. If I know the next man is working 12 hours a day, I got to get that 13 up in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired right now. I be up at 4 in the morning strategizing. I be up at 4 in the morning meditating on my day. Trying to visualize how my day go. I've literally manifested customers, man. Real talk. I've literally manifested that shit where I just sat and I just thought hard. Like, you know what? I need a customer to come in within the next hour. Somebody a call. It don't happen every day, right? You know what I mean? But for real, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes, man, you got to really dig down deep for that shit, man. And a lot of that shit be working, man. Don't get me wrong. You still got to hustle and grind and you still got to bust your ass and shit, man. Don't nothing beat hard work. I don't give a fuck. Don't nothing beat hard work. But again, you still got to maintain that positive vibration too, man, because that's what's going to bring the people to you. You know what I'm saying? A real positive vibration. For real. But yeah, it's all about strategy, man. It's all about strategy. It's all about playing the long game. Playing the short game, I'll put some paper in your pockets temporarily. You got to play the long game, Jones. And when you play the long game in business or whatever you're doing, you're going to come out victorious. The majority of society playing the short game for whatever reason, right? Everybody got their reasons. But, if you in a privileged position to be able to even play the long game, dog, it's up. It's up. You always going to come out on top when you play the long game in this shit. But that means discipline, sacrifice. That means doing shit that you don't feel like doing. You know what I'm saying? Faith without works is dead. That's a Snapple top. You got to train your mind to learn to do things you don't feel like doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's a process. But you'll thank yourself in the end, man. Shout out to everybody, man, for real. Really, really getting rid of bad habits and shit like that. It's one of those things like, I'm in a good place, man. I work around women all day. And the fact that women feel safe around me lets me know that they recognize a man and not a little boy. You know what I mean? And that shit, see, a man can really do what he wants. You know what I'm saying? A man can work in any environment. You know what I mean? And that was one of the things that I was self-conscious about opening up this business. Like, damn, man, I'm a masculine, heterosexual male. You know what I mean? This is a risky business, man. You touching women, woo, woo, woo. But women, so far, feel absolutely safe around me. And there's a reason for that. Because I'm not a pervert. I'm not a weirdo. You know what I mean? I'm not rubbing my balls up against their ass and stupid shit like that to get a lawsuit. Next thing you know, you out of business. Plus, I keep other women around, so I'm not the only one in the room, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I be thinking like that strategy. Strategy. You know what I mean? It's all about strategy, Jones. It's all about being on point with this shit. Long term. You got to be able to trust yourself. You got to have discipline. I don't know if I would hire another heterosexual black male without vetting him thoroughly. It's a lot of weirdos out here, man. It's a lot of niggas that would take this job and abuse it. And you know who gonna have the lawsuit? Me. I would have the lawsuit. Because I just know how niggas is. You know what I mean? I don't be in here flirting with the women. I don't be in here telling inappropriate jokes. That shit'll get you me too'd, my nigga. I'm a professional, dog. Period. Y'all don't think women have wanted me to touch them in certain places? I don't do that shit. Y'all don't think women I knew that was flirting with me right there, vulnerable on the table? I'm a professional, man. You know what I'm saying? Nothing get in the way of business. Period. You think I'm gonna let some bullshit get in the way of my money, dog? Or get in the way of something I'm trying to build for the future? Y'all got me fucked up. You dig? You gotta think with strategy, my nigga. Why would a grown man let some pussy or a bullshit ass opportunity get in the way of you building something? A lot of niggas fall victim every day, and that's very unfortunate, man. That's very unfortunate. You dig? So yeah, man. That's just how we rocking, man. That's just how we rocking, man. We professionals, man. We conducting ourselves like professionals. I done had 2 business meetings today. You know what I'm saying? Conducting myself like a champion. You know what I mean? I'm learning a lot, man. And the biggest thing is the long-term game. You may take a loss today, like I told you the story about the gym situation. You may take a loss today, but nigga, you gotta think about 6 months from now, dog. You gotta have high emotional intelligence in the game of business, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like I say, y'all don't think I don't want to spit in people's face all the time. And I just might do it one day. You know what I'm saying? Because, I'm not going to let nobody super duper play me. You know what I'm saying? I just may do it one day. But the reality is, you got to take that L. Because you thinking about the long game. Like, man, fuck that shit, man. You'll have your revenge. You'll have your get back. You ain't even got to ask for it. It's going to fall in your lap. You know what I mean? Strategy, man. You got to use this. You can't be erratic. You can't be super emotional, man. You got to use your mind. You got to use your brain. You know what I mean? This shit is checkers, man. This shit is chess, not checkers, rather. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is, man. And that's a few things I've learned when I was out here, getting played and getting burnt and shit like that. Not burnt literally, but, getting burnt in business, man. Getting the short end of business deals. All that shit, man. I learned a lot of lessons that they couldn't teach me in college, man. And I paid some hefty prices, man. Being too nice to people. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. People using my kindness for a weakness. But again, you know what I mean? What Maya Angelou say, still I rise, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to get up and grind and do my thing. And that's just really what it's all about, man. For real. That's what it's all about. No shorts, no losses. Man, you gotta go through your growing pains. Nigga, I used to drive home and sit in my car and just meditate and second guess myself. You know how much confidence I lost last year that I had to get back? I stopped working out and everything, man, just because I was tired, man, emotionally drained. You know what I mean? I be up in the gym at twice a week if I can get there. But I'm getting back to myself. You know what I'm saying? Started losing weight. That shit, business is real, man. Because, you never know where your next dollar gonna come. And then one day you'll make a bunch of money. Next 2 days you may not make nothing. You'll make a bunch. And then it go right back out. Shit real. This shit ain't for the weak. You gotta be mentally strong, man. You got to really believe. You got to really believe, and your faith gonna be tested every time. I've learned a lot, man. I've learned a lot out here, man. I got a whole new way of thinking. I've learned a whole new way of thinking, Jones. On some real grown man shit, how to move. How to properly operate, etiquette. You know what I mean? How you present yourself, how you conduct yourself. All that good shit, man. All that shit matters. You know? All that shit matters. And I made plenty of mistakes doing this shit too. Boy, I made a million mistakes. Still making them. Gotta go back, fix it, do it again. But you know, at the end of the day, man, you just gotta stay, you gotta keep a positive vibration about you, man. You know what I mean? I fired people, rehired them again. Man, you name it, I've been there, man. Shit broke my heart, man. I had to fire somebody, man. It really broke me, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to get like counsel over this shit. Shit like that be for real, cause you get attached to people. But in order for you to grow, sometimes you gotta share it. The same, you know what I mean? The same people you start out with, they ain't gonna be the same people that you know what I mean, you finish the race with, man. You gonna cipher through people, you know. That shit real. Shit started to fuck with my sleep too. But with Bryson say, nigga, I'm back and I'm better. I'm back and I'm better. Because I'm learning. That's the biggest thing. I'm learning. You know? The money will come. Master your craft. Educate yourself. Hustle hard. Grind. Dedicate yourself. The money will come. The money will come. It always comes. You know, just do what you got to do. Focus on the main thing. If you live in your life and you just super focus on the money, I don't know how far you're gonna go. You know what I mean? The money will come, Jones. You gotta be moving out here with a clear head. You gotta be moving out here with some strategy. You know? Same thing happened to me after the military. We are youth mentors. One of the homes felt on the teacher the nerve. What the world coming to? The world, I don't even know what the world coming to, man. Everybody doing their own thing in the world, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? For real. But yeah, man, it's just at the end of the day, man, we just trying to get it. I'm doing the same thing with my writing business. I'm making a bunch of mistakes, but I gotta go through the growing. You gotta build that scar tissue, man. You gotta grow. And it's good to make your mistakes in the beginning, man. You're gonna make mistakes, man. I used to be real hard on myself. For real. Every time I would do some stupid shit, I used to be real hard on myself, man. But now I'm just getting wiser, man. You just make less mistakes, man. You able to see it coming. Now I'm able to see the opportunists, man. You know, I mean, I bumped into a lot of opportunists, man, and I'm like, wow. And I see them coming a mile away. And I'm not paranoid. I'm open to do business, but I see the opportunists. They like, oh, nigga, you lit. I know I'm lit. You know what I mean? But they'll come to you like, yeah, you know, I done heard it all. I think our spirits align, or I think our values align. Fuck out of here. You see I'm lit and you trying to get on. Which, I mean, go ahead and lead with that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, nigga, I'm lit, and you see me grinding. There's always people watching too. See if you're gonna fail. See if you're gonna succeed. Don't even give them that benefit of seeing you fail. You know what I'm saying? For real. Don't even give them that benefit. But yeah, man. Life is about strategy, a long-term game. Gotta play the long-term game. The short-term game, I just don't see too many victories in that, man. You know what I'm saying? If you can ride out the storms, you'll be all right. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it, man. The long-term game, Jones. That's what's going to put you in position. You know what I mean? With big companies, big corporations, they already setting their calendars 5 years out. They play long-term games. They ain't with that short-term shit. You know what I mean? The big boy companies, McDonald's, all that type of shit, they got their 5-year motherfucking plans, man. They already know the agenda. It's already on paper. So they ain't got to waste a bunch of time with stupid shit. Don't let your penis get you in trouble, fellas. I know a man right now, damn near lost his business, damn near lost his whole business because he was tender dick. And I really be laughing at these dudes, man. I be like, yo, when y'all gonna learn? Like, when y'all gonna learn? I don't see it. I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, at some point of your day as a man, you gotta be a professional, Jones. It's something that I'll never understand. It ain't for me to understand. Yeah, trajectory, man. That's a big fact. I don't really understand a certain mentality. I know a man that almost lost his whole business over some pussy because he want to be a playboy. That shit is asinine in my world. It's crazy. I don't understand it. I'm like, yo, where your mind at, man? You done worked so hard to build this up. And because you can't keep your dick in your pants, you almost lost it. Nigga went through a whole lawsuit. I'm like, fuck you doing? You can't write this shit, man. I done seen it all. You cannot write this shit, man. And that shit be ego. That shit be lust. You know what I'm saying? Temptation. I'm like, man, you niggas are crazy. I know a man that's been building a business 15 years, went through a crazy lawsuit. Anyway, and you just laugh at this shit like, yo, these guys are crazy. These guys are crazy. You can't control your dick. Something you've been working so hard on, your life's work. About to go down the fucking toilet. That's why I don't be feeling sorry for these niggas, man. I don't. You ain't entitled to no pussy. Ain't no pussy free. Man, what world y'all live in where pussy free? Like, nah, Jones, they have lied to y'all. Stop letting these niggas lie to y'all. Oh, you gonna pay. You may not pay cash, but you gonna pay. I'm bumping into a lot of guys, and but not just black men. I gotta be honest, but I've been bumping into a lot of people, a lot of men that's ready to risk it all over some pussy. I guess a man just gets weak around a nice-looking woman. I don't know. I guess men just can't help themselves and shit. I don't know. I don't get it. But a nigga will put his life's work at jeopardy and shit for some pussy. Now, that's something I can't compute in my mind. It's something that doesn't register with me. Your life's work. All of these women in the streets, a nigga will risk it all for the wrong one. That's odd to me. Been seeing it out here. I've been seeing it, Jones. I've been seeing it, Jones. I've been seeing it. And it's just like, yo, y'all got to stop that shit too. I can tell that you have discipline. Dog, that shit don't faze me, man. That type of shit don't faze me, man. You gotta be a professional, man. You gotta be a professional at all times. I was stretching this lady this weekend. I did an event this weekend. I was stretching this Puerto Rican chick, man. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. I guess that was her man or her boyfriend or whatever, her companion there. This nigga was hating on me heavy. This nigga was hating. I was in the zone too, man. I really put it down out there. We was in the park and shit. I know this nigga was hating, man. I had this girl balled up like a pretzel and shit. And and, yo, niggas be on some hating shit and shit. But it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's shit, fuck I'ma do, right? Nigga, I'm here I'm a professional, nigga. You know what I mean? I feel like hot air coming off of you, nigga. Don't be a hater, man. You should be coming to me like, yo, teach me how to do that, nigga. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. You know what I mean? I teach you how to Dougie, my nigga. Nigga can't Dougie. You know what I mean? The nigga Kid Dougie. So yeah, that should be maybe a lot of shit, man. A lot of shit be funny. A lot of shit be funny, man. It's a lot of lonely women out here, Jones. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do, man? It's a lot of lonely women out here, man. But yeah, like I say, man, it's all about strategy, though. At the end of the day, man, you know what I mean. You strategize, you'll be alright in the business world, man. It's a lot of pitfalls, a lot of mistakes you're gonna make too. Um, just clear your palate, man. You got to be open to everything. You know what I'm saying? Because any and everything gonna happen. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong. You got to be able to adapt, man. You got to be an adaptable soldier. For real. Real shit. But yeah, man. Other than that, we just cooling, man. What else is going on in the world, man? I think I'm gonna do a pop up in Dallas, man. I think I'm gonna do a pop up. Stretch City gonna come out to Dallas. What is it, March? March 3rd. Probably maybe the end of April, beginning of May. Stretch City gonna do a pop up in Dallas or some shit. It's gonna be lit, man. So it's gonna be up. Y'all stay tuned, man. I got some big things planned. How you feel about Adidas bringing back Kanye? They ain't got no choice. I knew it was gonna happen. It didn't surprise me. Adidas made the most money they ever made with Ye. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't surprised at that. Um, what you gonna do? Adidas made the most money they ever made with him. And they never was gonna make that much money. I mean, come on, man. That's Kanye West, man. They had to make that right. What's going on, Kay? They had to make that right. They had to make it right. So I would have did the same thing if I was Adidas. You don't let no Kanye West walk away. Are you crazy? That's Ye. And his shoes are selling for like $300 or something like that. No, no, no. That's like Nike letting go Jordan. Like you don't let Jordan walk away. You give him whatever he wants. It's business. It's long term. You can't let the short term emotions of Kanye West get in the middle of business. Adidas is here to do business, and they understand what Kanye business is better. See, that's a strategy. You're like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got to do to fix it, you fix it. You did. Simple as that. It's just business, man. It's just business. That's it. You ain't gotta like Kanye. You ain't gotta like what he say. Now, if he don't align with your company, what it's about, and your company's values and your company's ethos, then that's different. Kanye West know his value, so he ain't take no shorts either. I think Kanye and Adidas need each other. I disagree. I think Adidas need Kanye. Kanye can go to anybody at this point and make some dope sneakers. They gonna sell. Some of those sneakers ugly as hell and still was selling. It don't matter, man. That's Ye. That's Ye. That's what it is. Kanye West be making space boots and people be buying them shits. Like, what the hell? All of those clothes he got in the Gap, cut up clothes, people be buying them, man. I don't know what they see in it. Like, why would you buy clothes that's cut up? But they love that shit, man. Kanye can do his own thing. So, you know, it's one of those things. You got to know your value, too. At this point, Kanye West, he has a track record of how much he made with Adidas. It's already documented. They already keeping track. Like, oh, nigga, you made Adidas how many billions of dollars? No, we want a piece of that. It's not like it's a gamble anymore. It's almost a definite. Like, oh, he gonna bring me some money. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta look at it like that. He got a track record of making people money. He made Nike money. He made Adidas money. He'll make anybody some money. He made Balenciaga money. He made the Gap money. They say the Gap stock went up like 100% or something like that when Kanye West got on board. Man, that's unprecedented. That doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Niggas wasn't shopping at the Gap like that for real. So Kanye was up in there, man. That's yay. So, you know, you gotta respect it. You gotta respect it, man. If Kanye West was smart, he'll go to like Africa or something. Get with some of these African countries, get some investors, build his own fucking factories, man. You know what I'm saying? Control that shit. You dig? Kanye West running around talking about he worth billions of dollars. Okay, cool. Go get you a $10, $20 billion loan. Go to some of these African countries and build you some fucking sweatshops over there. Start manufacturing your own shit. But these niggas ain't really got the long-term strategy for that. A lot of these niggas just want to be lit. Because that'll take like 30 years to really get it, you know, properly functioning. A lot of niggas, they want to be lit right now. You know what I'm saying? And that be the problem with these niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to think strategy. You know? That's what I think Kanye should do. Open up his own little manufacturing shops. You ain't got to do it in the United States. It's going to cost you more, nigga. You can do that shit wherever you want. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if he made his own brand and it's as big as Louis Vuitton. Kanye, it could be. It could be big as Louis Vuitton if he do it right. But Kanye West, he want to be down with them so bad that he blinded. It's like, dog, you the culture, you lit. You the culture, you lit. Some of these countries need child labor. Let's be honest, man. I mean, we're going to keep it a buck. Some of these African countries, they need children labor, adult labor. They need to get some motherfucking money circulating. We got to keep it real. You know what I mean? We got to keep it a stack. Some of these countries need all labor on deck until they get the motherfucking money flowing through the economy and shit, man. I'm being dead ass serious, man. Like, we got to keep it a buck. Ain't nothing wrong with a 14-year-old little boy working 8 hours a day. I ain't saying overwork them, but we got to keep it real. Some of these countries need all hands on deck. The whole family need to be working. Especially, nigga, imagine if you opened up, I would highly suggest you don't, a manufacturing plant in Somalia. Man, you know how hungry they is over there? The whole family, man, they has 6-year-olds out there working. They ain't got no choice. Or even places in Mexico. Fuck that. Because they need it, man. They got to eat today. I'm keeping it a buck. Opportunity is opportunity, man. It sounds fucked up when you say it, but you rather be working or begging for food. You gotta weigh that out. You know what I'm saying? Some of these countries need child labor. We gotta put I ain't saying like children. I'm talking about a 13, 14-year-old little boy. Put that motherfucker to work, man. Put that motherfucker to work, man. What else he gonna do? I'm talking about some of these countries and shit. Yeah, put that motherfucker to work, man. He can work 8 hours a day, come home, play PlayStation and shit. Yeah, he can. He ain't doing nothing else. Put that little motherfucker to work. They need to put that shit in Chicago. Have some of these little niggas up out the street. Have them niggas working all day. Send them niggas to the oil fields or some shit. For real. That's what they need. Some kind of ill program. Where you had these young niggas working the oil fields in 110-degree Texas weather. You had the motherfuckers out there, man. For real. Have them niggas working all day. That way you can't get in trouble. You be so tired from working in the oil field that You ain't got time to gang bang, nigga. You been banging on oil pumps and shit. Oil rigs. Put them niggas on the oil rig. Ye will probably pay them a decent amount. Yeah, I think he probably would. But some of these countries, I met a Somalian truck driver. He was planning to back there with a machine he bought, start up a warehouse for his community. Yeah, man. You got to. You got to, man. Look, times is hard. And it is what it is. Times is hard. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about it, man. In other countries, man, the whole family, bring home money for the family. They don't just bring home money for themselves, but if the whole family go work, they can have something. Because they be thinking about the next generation, strategy, other cultures. They don't just think about themselves. They think about the grandkids. Like, yo, we got to have something for them. So they don't mind working. By the time they get to the grandkids, they be off to going to universities and colleges. And that's what they want. It's only in America where we think about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Where we think about our wants and needs. And we don't give a fuck about the youth. That's America's shit. In other cultures, they really care about the next generation. So they sacrifice and they don't mind grinding to send their kids to a college. And they kids go to a better college. So that's how you build. That's a generational plan. That's real strategy, man. You know what I'm saying? In America, we so narcissistic and selfish, we think about ourselves like, I'm good. You know how they say in America, you know what I'm saying? You can't take your money with you, so spend it all. Shit like that. Shit don't even make sense. And them be the same people talking about generational wealth and shit. Like, that's why I don't listen to that stupid shit. I don't even listen to it because it's not even realistic, man. You know what I mean? We don't think about the youth. We don't think about our next generations and shit and what they could have and giving them a leg up in life. We don't think about that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why America is plummeting. And America is almost finished. Then you got places like China. China gave you the blueprint. You turn your country into sellers, not buyers. China gave you the blueprint. But America, we so greedy, we turned into buyers, not sellers. You can go to China and get anything, nigga. You can go to China and buy you a Tesla for the low. They'll make you a Tesla, nigga. They knocking off everything. They got plants and manufacturing plants for everything. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you want a knockoff wife, nigga. They'll build you a wife in China. Go over that motherfucker, man. Because they sellers, not buyers. And even a lot of Asian people that come to this country, they got the mindset of a seller, not a buyer. You know what I mean? A lot of Asian people, they pride themselves off of living a minimalist lifestyle. So they don't really need much to be happy. They operating on a different frequency. They don't need to overindulge in materialistic, just bullshit half the time. You know what I'm saying? They don't. You know what I mean? Because they operating on a different frequency. You did? Not to say that they don't have it, but what I'm saying is, most of them, they don't really need that shit like that. They can operate on a minimal and still be happy and still be confident. My homie in China at his humble factory. You know what I'm saying? It's just Americans, man. We so fucked up. We so attached to, materialistic bullshit that, it really makes us happy. America has a fucked up vibration right now. You know what I'm saying? The vibration ain't vibrating right. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest, man. The vibration ain't vibrating right. But just my personal opinion, Proud Boys. You know what I'm saying? Like America, man, we jacked up, man. We jacked up. We fucked up. It just is what it is. You got to have a new iPhone every time it come out. Like, nigga, ain't nothing wrong with the last iPhone. You just want a new one because everybody else got a new one. Make you feel good. You want a new car every year. You want a new watch every 6 months. You know what I'm saying? If you go to a lot of these Asian places, there's one right here, right across the street. You go to some of these places where, they do nails and pedicures and manicures. A lot of the Asian ladies don't even be having their nails done. They nails be fucked up. Feet crusty. Look like they've been dragging dirt bikes barefoot. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But they'll sit there and let you spend whatever these girls pay, $80, $75 to get their nails done. Meanwhile, the bottom of this bitch feet feel like sandpaper. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They sitting there telling you, oh, you beautiful. Oh, you beautiful. Meanwhile, this bitch cuticle all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? This bitch cuticle's all jacked up. But they don't care. It be like that, man. And we fall for it every time. Oh, this make you look nice. Meanwhile, they got on flea market clothes or they shop at Target. They don't give a fuck. Because they sellers, not buyers. You know what I mean? They sellers. There's a different mentality with a seller and a buyer. And you got to figure out what lane you in fast. Are you a buyer or a seller? You dig? Ask yourself that question. Are you a buyer or a seller? Figure that out, man. Most of us are buyers, man. We like to buy shit. I'm gonna be for real. I like my coffee. I'm a buyer. If I don't have my coffee, I might spit in somebody's face because I'm agitated. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. I'm a buyer. I'm a buyer and a seller. But, I got my times where I buy. I got my times I sell. But you got to pick a lane. It's a mentality. It's a pathology. Are you a buyer or a seller? You know what I'm saying? And it's a lifestyle. You know what I mean? It's a fucking lifestyle, man. So, yeah. We gotta change ourselves, man. Access. I talk about it all the time. Access. We need too much to survive when really we don't even really need that much, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I only eat 2 small meals a day. I didn't think I can do it. I lost a little bit of weight. A lot of weight, actually, but I didn't think I can do it. I used to, overspend for lunch. Don't even really be hungry. I just wanted to eat. And then it got to a point I just started skipping lunch. And didn't even really notice it, man. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even really notice that shit. You know what I mean? So you gotta think about it. I stopped overindulging that excess. So I'll just get a coffee or something for a little snack and keep it moving. I used to spend $20 a day on lunch. For what? Sometimes I still get lunch, but I noticed I was just eating early in the morning, and I'll eat when I get to the crib. Go to bed. It didn't even really bother me like that. After I got used to it, I'm like, damn, this shit ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to overindulge, man. And I'll drink a lot of water throughout the day. So I got water in me. Don't even be tired for real. Sometimes that shit gave me energy, man. You know what I'm saying? And if I get hungry, I can always just go get some food. So you don't always have to overindulge in shit, man. This should be a mental thing because you so used to spending money. Your money spending is attached to your brain's chemistry. Every time some of us spend money or send a cash app or whatever, that shit make us feel good instead of holding on to it. This shit is chemical. And that's what's deadly about it. You know what I'm saying? Every time we get on Instagram, we get that dopamine rush. Same thing with spending our money. It's like we got to spend it. For what? So you can release these chemicals in your mind and say you feel good. Makes you feel well. So we all fucked up, man. They done got us, they done turned us into addicts, man. And when I say they, I just mean society. Turned us into consumers, man. We addicts. We don't even be wanting shit half the time. That's why they be calling shit like retail therapy. It make you feel good. Buying a bunch of shit that you don't even need for real. Make you feel better. Come on, man. That shit corny. And that's why we behind in this country. That's why this country falling apart. Because we lost sense of moral values. And it's all about how we feel right now. You know what I'm saying? This country is fucking finished, man. Like, for real. If we don't get back to some fundamental values, man. Being honest, man. Facts, they tricked us for ages, man. They fucked us up. They have jacked us. Nigga, they put a fast food restaurant on every goddamn corner. We can't even drive 30 seconds without seeing another restaurant. By the time you get home, you hungry as hell. You know what I'm saying? It's like, goddamn, you got to really have some self-control in this society. Give it like 5 years. There's going to be a weed store on every corner. Niggas going to have to stop at every store to get a blunt. And then once you eat, once you get high, you're going to be hungry. So then you're going to have to go to motherfucking Whataburger and get you a big-ass double burger with cheese or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They got us hooked on spending money. Instead of living just a normal, regular lifestyle that you can handle. You know what I'm saying? We jacked up. Shit is chemical at this point. Every time we go on our wallet, it make us feel good. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, we gotta do better, man. We gotta be on point with this shit. And that's what I'm teaching myself now. Just being on point. And really just understanding the cycle of spending and, you know what I'm saying, why it is like this. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, if your clothes is clean, you took a shower, you smell good, it don't matter how much your clothes cost. If a woman don't like you, the bitch don't like you. Oh, nigga, you ain't got on no Gucci loafers or something. Who gives a fuck? Fuck you, bitch. You might be saving for a house. She don't even know that, but she'll fuck with the nigga that's sleeping, you know what I'm saying, from hotel to hotel. Don't even understand the nigga got security. And that's how these women think sometimes. You know, these motherfucking broads is finished, man. They finished. For real. If you think about it. Highly addicted to social media. Want validation. They done. You dig? It be like that, man. It be like that. So we just got to do better is all I'm saying, man. You just got to be on point. The richest person doesn't wear designer or jewelry. They don't have to. They got self-confidence. That's where I'm at, reprogramming. You gotta reprogram all the time. And then they're going to hit you with another program you got to deprogram from. Be like that, man. Be like that. From the moment you wake up in the morning, there's going to be negative forces trying to throw you off your path. You got to fight through that shit, nigga. You got to be on your motherfucking Floyd Mayweather with that shit, man. You got to block that shit out, man. Because if not, it's going to get you every time and shit, man. It's going to get all of us. It got all of us, man. Rapid consumerism. We want to be buyers instead of sellers. You know what I'm saying? We want to be buyers, man. So at the end of the day, man, we'll be all right. We're going to figure it out one day. For real. Excuse me. We're going to figure all this shit out one day, man. Anyway. Well, let me get up out of here, man. I'm about to go ahead and call this day. Check in with y'all later. Peace.